Hello, my name is Rob and welcome to Metal Monthly. In this series we talk about everything that happened in metal music over the past month. So let's get started and talk about what albums came out in April 2026. First off we have Sun. Close bracket, close bracket, close bracket. Apparently they're just called Sun. Their new title is called Sun. Close bracket, close bracket, close bracket. No, it's a self-titled. So, what is Sun? I've never really paid attention to them before, but I've always kind of heard good things from the people I know who are really into music. Apparently this is a drone metal band. Now, I had to look up what drone metal is. Basically, it's doom metal, even slower than that, like significantly slower than doom metal. And this is their self-titled 10th studio album. What is it with metal bands at the minute putting out self-titled albums so far into their career? Why is that a thing? Anyway, so how is this album? How is their self-titled? How is this album that they are saying, this is us? It's weird. I don't like it. Maybe that's just me. So drone metal, as I say, is doom metal, but really, really, really slow. And I fucking love doom metal. Doom metal is great, but even I struggled with this album. Drone metal is just tedious, I found. I could not really get through it. The first song was difficult to get through because it's 18 minutes long, and in that they play 4 notes. So on their YouTube channel for the video, there was a comment from somebody who was like, so it's just a bunch of sustained notes? And all the comments were people being like, yeah! So to put it kindly, I don't fucking get it, but apparently that's just me. I'm the weird one. All of the scores for it are really good, so maybe it's just not for me. Maybe it's for you. Anyway, next up we have got Skindred with You Got This. So this is Skindred's 9th studio album. Honestly, 9th was a bit of a shock. I was like, well, Skindred have been around forever. They're always putting stuff out. This is only their 9th studio album. Anyway, so who is Skindred? Skindred is that reggae metal band. Regal, I kind of want to call it, that you've seen at every single festival you've ever been to. They make the kind of music that is good, but you wouldn't put on by yourself. But if it's on, you're not going to complain about it. But you'd never be like, oh, I really fancy listening to Skindred right now. So, how is the new album? It's more Skindred. It sounds exactly like you think it sounds, because it sounds like Skindred. Nothing wrong with that. It's that kind of bouncy, fun reggae stuff. Benji has still got the most incredible, unique voice, but it just sounds like Skindred. It sounds like music that could have come out 10 years ago. It sounds exactly like Skindred. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing great about it either. It's more Skindred. And finally, we have got Look Outside Your Window with, again, self-titled Look Outside Your Window. Except that the only difference is that this is their first album. So, I was really confused by this because this is an album by Corey Taylor, Jim Roots, Sean Crahan and Sid Wilson, who are the members of Slipknot. So this is basically Slipknot, but not performing as Slipknot, they are performing as Look Outside Your Window. So this was like a whole rabbit hole. I had never heard of this album before. Apparently this is like a big thing that it's come out. So it's the 4 members of Slipknot. Sorry, it's 4 members of Slipknot. Slipknot has got a lot of members. And this was basically those 4 members of Slipknot just playing around back in 2008 when they recorded All Hope Is Gone. And they were like, well, let's just make a whole bunch of other stuff. It's very experimental. It doesn't sound like Slipknot at all. And basically they recorded it back in 2008 and have been looking to release it since then. Apparently they were going to release it back in 2019. And then they didn't. And then COVID happened. And then they were going to release it a few years ago. And then that didn't happen. And now it's finally come out. And people have kind of gone, yeah, it's all right. It's not Slipknot though, is it? Which I don't think they enjoy. Like, no, it's not Slipknot. It's not meant to be Slipknot. It's experimental. It's melodic. It's them fucking around doing whatever they want. Some of the songs are alright. Some of the songs are very atmospheric. They're not really songs. They're just soundscapes. Some of it could then become a Slipknot song. I saw someone be like, yeah, one of them just sounds like Stone Sour, which I can say, you can make sense because that's Corey Taylor. There's nothing wrong with it. It was interesting to listen to. I probably won't go back to it. You know what I mean? It was interesting to be like, oh, this is what they were doing also at the time of All Hope Is Gone. But that's it. Any hoozles. So, next up is Music Festival Explorer, of which I have done nothing. because I have a new hyperfixation at the minute, which is called doing stand-up. So having a website doesn't really match that. I've still got a website. I might write some more stuff in it. There's a link in the description. You can go check it out if you want. Anyway, and finally, we have the fun story. However, and I'm aware this series is called Metal Monthly. This is not a story from this month because I couldn't find one, and also my dad specifically asked I talk about this thing he'd heard about. So instead of a fun story from this month, we are going to talk about the band Hatebeak. So, Hatebeak is a death metal band who formed in 2003, and they have released 5 studio albums in that time. They are still going. They have some of their music on YouTube. They are a death metal kind of band. It's very rough, it's very fast, it's very death metal, basically. I quite enjoyed it. Oh, sorry, did I forget to mention, the lead singer is a parrot. Yep, the lead singer is a parrot. Bit weird. They are fronted by a grey parrot called Waldo. Apparently they only do recordings, they don't tour because it would stress out Waldo. They don't want to do that, but they quite like that he's like the leader of the band. That's kind of fun. So, as a parrot, I was expecting Hatebeak to have lyrics because, you know, parrot, famously the talking bird. I was like, oh cool, they're going to have some cool lyrics from Waldo. No, I don't think he talks at all in any of the songs. He makes squawks and squeals and like weird bird noises, but he never talks, which is weird because I was like, oh, that's kind of what I was expecting. No, so basically they are using Waldo as like another instrument. To be fair, they never call him the singer, they call him the vocalist, and he is making vocalizations, definitely. It's very weird, it's very interesting kind of music, I don't mind it. Honestly, sometimes the parrot stuff gets a bit much and you're kind of like, oh, okay, can we go back to the music? But it is a very fun thing. I love that they are still going and have released 5 albums. That's fantastic. Oh, and my favourite thing about this, I was looking into the albums that Hatebeak have released. They've released 5 albums. The second album, Bird Seeds of Vengeance, great title by the way, was a split album where they were recording with a different metal band, TeknoAXE. And TeknoAXE is a death grind band that is fronted by 2 pit bull terriers, Budgie and Basil. Such death grind names. Oh, this was a very fun thing to research. Animals in bands is a very fun topic that I'm definitely going to fall down the rabbit hole of. I might make an entirely separate video about this because I know there is a lot of bands like this. Hatebeak is not unique. I mean, neither is TeknoAXE. So I might do that in the future if I ever actually find some extra time. As I say, I'm very obsessed about comedy at the minute, so I'm doing that. But maybe it will happen in the future. Who knows? And that's everything I've got for you. Thank you so much for listening. You've been fantastic. My name is Rob. I'll see you next month.